And now our underdog token for the day is called GMWAGMI. What? That's what I said. GMWAGMI.io is its site, and it is on the Ethereum Smart Chain. And I don't know how I stumbled across it. Yes, I do. It's on any printer. You can get it for free on any printer. It's on a lot of exchanges. They also have a Binance variant as well if you want to do that. And it's been trending sharply downward. And I want to point out the reasons why. First, give them kudos. Excellent kudos. Their white paper is amazing. I love the way it's written. I love the way it flows. I love the content. It doesn't beat Parabolic, but very few do. But this is an amazing white paper, and I love what I see here. There's a couple of issues here. They explain the GM. They say GM's how we greet each other every day, and we all wake up and say good morning. That's not true. Don't make that assumption. Top of the morning to you is a thing. Good day to you is a thing. There's tons of variations of the greeting. Not everybody says good morning. You stated that you want to be inclusive, but you're making this assumption that is not founded in truth. Where you are from, maybe it is. This is the crypto bubble. This is the problem I have with the token and why I think it's trending downward. In the white paper, it mentions that at one point they had 2% reflections for all investors, and then they canceled it because of, quote, U.S. laws. I want to stress, there's no U.S. law against reflections. It doesn't exist. It's not true. Same garbage as Floki. You're basically doing a bait and switch, and guess what? Bait and switch is illegal. So we need to stop doing that. If you're like Antis and you never had reflections, that's different, right? Because you never had it. But if you had it and then you take it away, just completely take it away without engaging your investors, it's basically a bait and switch, and I want to see that stop. So there's no U.S. law about reflections, and I don't like they changed that, and I think that hurt the investor's sentiment. But then two, you don't explain this WAGMI. I had to go to urbandictionary.com to really understand this, and it's an acronym. We're all going to make it. Well, that's fine, but that's the crypto bubble speaking. It's not common vernacular. It's not something that you hear on day-to-day like YOLO, for example. You hear that in games. You hear that in movies. Nobody knows what WAGMI is outside of the crypto bubble and possibly some cultures and some countries. So don't assume it. I'm not criticizing you using it. I'm saying you spent time defining good morning. You need to spend time saying, we understand you may not know what WAGMI means. Here's what it means, and here's what we believe we should use it for. Do that. Don't just stop and say WAGMI, and I don't know what the heck you're talking about. So I think they've made some decisions here, and the tokenomics would have been solid otherwise if they hadn't botched the reflections. But there's a 1% burn on transactions. Liquidity is locked, at least on Ethereum, it says. And then it had a 1 trillion supply, and then 400 shortly under 500 billion circulating. But it's been trending sharply downward. Many of the investors are upset. I do believe that the removal of the reflections, number one. Then number two, nobody knows what WAGMI is. But also, there's no utility. There's nothing tell you what it does. What is your purpose? What is your use case? They're talking about NFTs. I said it before. People who are 70 years old probably don't care. They don't really have a strong utility. There's nothing making it stand out, which is a shame because it otherwise looks like a solid project had they not botched the reflections on the front end. So that's, again, gmwagme.io. If you want to check it out, if you think it makes sense to you and you like what they're doing, I think it's fine. It's just not standing out. And there's so many other tokens that do so much better and are getting people's attention that this one, I think, is one that's going to kind of fall by the wayside. And that's unfortunate because I do like the white paper and I do like what they're trying to do, but they're doing it the wrong way.